Good morning, students. Today I'm going to start the fourth chapter from your grammar textbook. Okay, so which is your new chapter? The name of the lesson is that is subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement. Okay, and the verb must agree with the subject in person and number, and this rule is known as a concord. Okay, this rule is known as a concord. Always I used to say that the verb should be according to your subject. I told you, no? Now see here. So the verb, it should must agree with the subject in person, subject in person and number. Person means first person, second person or the third person, and number means that is whether it's a singular or the plural. Okay, so the verb, it should be according to the subject in person or the number. Okay, and this rule is called as a concord. So here you can see on page number that is 20, certain rules are written here. Okay, so one by one I'll explain you these rules. See the first rule: if subject is singular in number, use verb accordingly. So this you people know, isn't that if your subject is singular, then you have to use the verb accordingly. Accordingly means then you have to use the verb plural, means by adding s or es with the first form of the verb. See here, Radha goes to school by bus. Radha. Here your subject is the singular. Here your subject is singular and this is your verb, isn't? So I told you know that if your subject is going to be singular, you have to use s or es with the verb. Okay, means your verb should be plural. Okay, now see the second one. See here, it is also written, in this case Radha is a singular noun. Yes, I told you Radha is a singular noun, and so we should use s or es with the first form of the verb in present. If subject is plural number, use verb accordingly. Means if your subject is going to be plural in number, see here, this is your subject and this subject is the plural. This subject is plural. Okay, so with the plural subject we use the singular verb. This is your verb and this is singular. Can you see here now? Okay, you have to once go through this page also. So if your subject is going to be singular, verb should be plural accordingly, and if your subject is going to be plural, your verb is going to be singular. Okay, now the rule number 2: if two or more subjects are connected by and, they mostly take a verb in the plural form. If two or more subjects are there, you can see in the example here that if two or more subjects are there, here you can see that the two subjects are here, Juhi and Rani. Okay, and if these two subjects, they are going to be connected by using and, okay, then we take a verb in the plural form. Mostly take a verb in the plural form. See here, Juhi and Rani are sisters. Okay, so if your subjects are going to be plural, subject is going to be plural, then you have to take a verb in the plural form. Okay, here when this subject is going to be connected by the and, okay, this is very important. Don't get confused with this, students. Don't get confused with this. Okay, that I told you that if a subject is plural, you have to use the singular verb. Here something else is written, please try to understand. If two or more subjects are there, here you can see two subjects are here. Okay, but these two are connected by this connector and, okay, then they mostly consider the plural verb. Okay, now see the next rule: if your singular subject is preceded by each or every, the verb should be in the singular. Okay, If your singular subject preceded by means before the subject. Okay, if your subject is going to be singular and it is preceded by each and every, then the verb should be in the singular. Verb also should be singular. See here, every student was required to be present in the school function. See here, this is your subject, singular subject, and every is written here, I mean before the subject, isn't every is preceded by the subject here. So what I told you, that if your singular subject is preceded by each or every, then you have to take the verb in the singular form. Okay, if your subject is going to be singular and it is preceded by each every, you have to take the verb singular here. Now see here, each day and night brings a new message for us. Now you will see why we are using here, that is the plural verb. Isn't I told you now here that if the plural subject are going to be connected by and, they take the verb mostly plural. That's why, that is the reason that here you can see that the each is preceded by the plural subject. So if a subject is going to be plural, sorry, if they are plural subject is there. Okay, two subjects are there and they are connected by and, isn't, then they will take the verb plural. Okay, this you can see here, plural verb is here. Now see the next rule, rule number 4. Two or more singular subjects connected by either or take a verb in the singular. Okay, if the subject, if two or more singular subjects connected by either or, if two or more singular subjects, just like this, either Arjun or Vipin, like this, if it is going to be, then you have to take the verb in the singular form. Either Arjun or Vipin will be selected as a spinner in the cricket team. If of the two subjects, the first one is singular and the second one is plural, the verb will be in plural form. Okay, sometime it may be like this also, that the first subject is going to be singular and the second one it's going to be plural. Can see here that either Rohit or his family, here Rohit is singular subject but the family is your plural. Okay, so in this case we use the verb in the plural form. You can see here, is it? Either Rohit or his family have to attend the marriage. When two singular subjects are joined by neither nor, use singular verb. When the two singular subjects are joined by two singular subjects, can see here, first one, that is neither Varun nor Sagar, neither nor. If the two singular subjects, these are the singular subjects Varun and Sagar, isn't, and they are connected by neither nor, so here we have to take the verb singular. Okay, so again let's recall first rule. What is the first rule? That if your subject is going to be singular, you have to take the verb in plural form, and if your subject is going to be plural, then you have to take a singular verb. Rule number 2, if two or more subjects are there, okay, if two or more subjects are there and they are going to be connected by using and, then there you have to take the plural verb. Okay, plural verb. Take the verbs in the plural forms. Rule number 3, if a singular subject is preceded by each or every, the verb should be in the singular. If your singular subject is going to be preceded by each and every, then you have to use their verb singular. Okay, if the singular subject is going to be preceded by each and every, you have to use the verb singular. Two or more singular subjects connected by either or take a verb in the singular. Okay, if two or more singular subjects are there, see here, singular subject but it is connected by either or, this is the rule for either or, then you have to take the verb in the singular form. Okay, if of the two subjects the first one is singular and the second is plural, then in this case also we take the verb in the plural form. Okay, in case of either or. When two singular subjects are joined by neither nor, when the two singular subjects are joined by neither nor, then we use there the singular verb. Okay, so what you have to do along with this video, after listening the video, you have to go through this page. Okay, read this page carefully and try to understand it. Okay, so thank you and have a good day.